It's Thursday, day 3, living in Mad Max times. Stranger Things, Mad Max, I Am Legend. I'm wearing a mask in my car just for a little bit until the air filter does its thing. I'm going to give it a good 10 minutes and I'm going to take it off. I have 2 air filters, air purifiers or whatever in my house that I bought during COVID. My windows are taped up in my house. They were taped up because it was drafty when we bought the house. So we taped them up. And then taping them up kind of helped because it kept all the pollen and stuff out of the house. So that house, most of those windows, 99% of those windows have a clear film of tape around them. It's the kind of clear, think of it like very clear cellophane plexiglass. Like you don't even know they're taped up unless you go close to them. It doesn't block the light or anything. It's actually what mechanics use to cover like the carpet. So my living room is mostly done with that, but my bedroom and one of my kids' rooms isn't. So we were all hanging out downstairs in the living room with the big air cleaner. And when we went upstairs to go to sleep, we started coughing again. So when I looked on my app, the levels last night had got up to 400 and something air shits. I don't know the unit of measurement. I call them air shits. So in my area, it had got up to 400 air shits. I think they stopped counting after 500. This was like 413 or something. So what we did was put both of... Oh, and I made my husband go find a replacement filter because it was dirty. The filter was dirty. So I'm glad my mother had ordered us a replacement filter months ago that we changed. So we have both of them going in the room and all 4 of us slept in the bed. And I have a king size bed. Thank goodness for that. So we relatively slept kind of comfortable. We all slept together in the same bed because that was, to get both of the air cleaners cleaning in one room. That's what we did. So, and it was fine. When I left the room and went into the bathroom, I had started coughing and you could smell a slight tinge. It's not like the smell from outside. I don't know what it smells like outside because I didn't go outside this morning without this on my face. Even when I took out the garbage, I had this on. So it's a KN95 mask. So I don't know what it smells like. And I haven't taken it off in the car. But you can see it. I don't know if you could see it. I don't know if this camera is doing justice on how hazy it is. It's not as bad as it was yesterday. When I checked this morning, it was 200 something air shits from the 400 it was when I went to bed. But I still was coughing a little bit and gagging a little bit when I was in my bathroom because I have a vent. It's not a closed vent, so that's a way for air to get in. We would have to bust out a ladder and close the vent. I wasn't going to do that. But, my kids are on remote today because it's parent teachers. So they're not going outside. My mom is babysitting. Well, they went outside, but they had masks to go to my mom's, but they went in the car. And they'll be indoors all day. I'm on my way to work. They didn't cancel school. I get it. I mean, if I had to make the decision, I wouldn't cancel school either. But just when you have a little bit of hope that things in your life are looking up, something like this happens. I'm not no dummy. I'm not going to act like this isn't a big deal. There are a lot of jokes on social media about it, and I'm all for making jokes during a tragedy. Bring it on. But this is definitely going to have some effect on us. It has to. It has to. It definitely is going to be like I joked in my last video. It's definitely going to be like 9/11, where you'll start seeing more cases of lung issues and lung cancers and stuff like that. There's definitely going to have to be some kind of fund, and it's affecting us in the north. But I even like saw some people on social media saying that it was all the way, down in Virginia. I had heard it was like Jersey and Pennsylvania was the lowest. But some people are saying, yeah, they smelling it in Virginia because it's moving, based on the storm or what have you. It's moving. So, whatever. I can't agonize over a what if. I refuse to live my life that way. It's an oldie but goodie, but I literally take it one day at a time. That's how I got to do it. Today, I'm wearing a mask and going to work, and my kids are safe and alive. My husband is safe and alive. My mother is husband alive. My husband is safe and alive. Safe, whatever, definition you want to use. Not in imminent danger. We're taking all the precautions that we think might help. It's been longer than 10 minutes. So the air doesn't smell like smoke in here. So that's good. So I think this little shit is working. Because when I went into my car yesterday, it smelled like smoke. It don't smell like smoke today. So, is that makeup? Oh, that's a shadow. So we're taking the precautions that we think might help. We don't know if this fucking mask is gonna work or not. I left the high-powered air cleaner at my job on. It was struggling to get to 99% clean air, because when we use it, it might be 70% clean air, but by the end of the day, it's always 99% clean air, and that thing couldn't get past 41% clean air. And even indoors, it was measuring 146 air shits. So we left that on all night to just help it, at least the air quality in the office. But, we have people coming in and out, and we have an HVAC system that's open, you know what I mean? We didn't turn it on. We were kind of hot, but, we didn't want to risk bringing inside air because they just have regular filters. They don't have, these filters that will really clean. It's basically a dust and leaf filter to keep it out of the HVAC system. But I'm sad. I'm going to be sad for like 5 minutes, and then I'll get over it and move on, because what the hell can you do? I'm going to pray for rain and pray for this thing to move out into the sea, and pray for rain and a blast of cool, clean air. And I'm starting to get a little headache. So I'm definitely being affected. I got a tiny little headache. I took this thing off and got a headache. It is what it is. I don't know what's going on in news for us to talk about besides this Canada situation, because that's the only thing that really is. Is that makeup, or is a line from the mask? That's the only thing going on, is this Canadian bacon cancer wildfire going on. There's a lot going on with the tragic death of Miss Jackie O, DC Young Fly's partner and mother to his children. It's becoming salacious. There's a lot of blame. I hear a lot of blame on him and her, but hardly any blame on the doctor. I don't know if the doctor did everything right and if she just had complications after the surgery, because the early report said she died during surgery because of anesthesia. Then it said she died from blood clots after, and now the police released that she was found unresponsive alone in her hotel room. We don't know. It don't put it past me that she died on that table and they sent her back to that room and laid her down and covered her up, because I watched a lot of movies and crime shows, and that's definitely not far-fetched. But whatever, I think we could safely say, unless something else happened, that she died because of a complication either during or post or what have you, to the surgery. That is the strong speculation right now. That is the most probable hypothesis, because we don't know. But there's a lot of blame and a lot of videos surfacing up about how she was a little, you could tell she was self-conscious about her body. She did have 3 babies, 3 different pregnancies, and she's only 32. And she's in a world where you sell your likeness and you sell your image. And although you might look good in clothes, your stomach might be flat in clothes. You don't know what 3 pregnancies could do to a belly, how it would look. You got some women that could have 6 babies. They just got a couple of clear stretch marks. And you could have women that have 1 baby and it look like they birthed a litter. That stomach never get back. And ain't no amount of crunches gonna get rid of excess skin. So all these people saying, oh, she just gotta hit the gym. I follow these boys. I don't know if they're twins, but they were like 400 or 500 pounds and they've lost the weight without the aid of surgery, just weightlifting and stuff like that. They're very muscular. And when they pinch their skin, they can literally move their skin all over the body. And they look like bodybuilders. There's no way without surgery they are going to get rid of that excess skin. And I think they're not going to get surgery, at least at this time. They're comfortable with their body. It's not a deterrent. It's not in the way. It's not shaking and it's not jiggling. They say they don't get sores or rashes. So they have opted not to get the surgery. And they said, well, you know, they're young. They're in their 20s. And they did an interview saying that we don't know what this is going to look like when we're 40, what is going to require. But right now, no. They're not interested because they said it was like a badge of honor. They don't want to ever forget how big they were. They don't want to go back there. So anyway, but I like the honesty about them saying, if I find out who they are, I will put them in the description of this video. But it's kind of something like a reel that pops up, and you know, when you like it, more of them come up, but it is stopped. You know, I've stopped getting their content. I never followed them. But, yeah, I have to say, I'm a little odded out. It is empty. So I don't know if other schools are not in session. They called it a remote day, but there's nobody out here in these streets. Nobody out here, like as far as traffic, cars, and it's light. It is very, very, very light. But you know, it's also like prom graduation season, so I know a lot of kids after prom, they ain't going back to school. See, I'm coughing again, so I think it is definitely contaminated air in here. But I don't like driving with a mask on. I feel like I'm blackout. So that's it, guys. I'm not really going to talk too much about the negative comments. And then Azalea Banks said something really terrible, and I don't want to. Like, she basically said that this is DC's karma, his payback for roasting her and making her cry when she was a guest on Wildin' Out, and this is his payback. I was a fan of Azalea Banks as far as her music. When she first came out, she was very underground. I loved it. She's a rapper, but she was very talented. But as time went on and as the trauma got worse with her, she just got too much for me, even me. I find her too much for me. I can't subscribe to you roasting somebody. You're a comedian on a roasting show, right? DC Young Fly Wildin' Out is pretty much a roasting variety show. That's the best way I could put it. They roast each other. You sit in the audience. They have family reunion. This my sister TT. She got little old titties. When she goes to eat, she doesn't have no titties. Some shit like that. They roast the audience and everybody laughs and has a good time. It's just jokes. This is a show that you're on. This is what they do. And you think his payback, the universe, God, whoever, took away a 32-year-old mother because he made you cry with his jokes and called you ugly. What? What's the saying that's like killing a fly with a shotgun? Girl. So once she start making comments like that, I can't do it. I can't do it. But this triggered a headline because it's so out there and so disrespectful. That's the only thing I can say. So I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to give light to that. I'm not even going to address that because I might not believe in God, but I believe in balance, and that is just bad juju all around. That is just bad. That is just bad. I don't agree with that. I don't subscribe to that. I don't even want to put life into that. I don't want to put life into that at all. That is wrong. Like literally, the payback for making you cry and calling you ugly would be him having to take a shit in the middle of traffic and not making it and shitting in his car and his pants. Then y'all'd be even. Like diarrhea in bumper to bumper traffic is the payback. Not taking away his life partner and mother to 3 children, one of them who is a year old. How is that equal? Girl, I believe in yourself and value yourself, but that much? Oh no. Mm-mm. All right, I'm at work. I don't see no kids here. There ain't no kids here, but all staff cars are here. All right, guys, be safe. Whatever that means for you, take precautions. Whatever that means for you. If you got your inhalers, don't forget it. Bye.